Hey, what's up guys? So welcome back to episode 19 of this series of how to make Ron's SMB style of game in Unity. And in today's episode we are actually going to make the menu system. Alright, so it's basically the settings page. So when you actually press escape or something, then you can just pause the game. And yeah, so let's just do that. So first thing we want to do is open the game scene manager. Alright, and let's just create a new image. So create image here, and let's just apply. Yes, so now here, as you can see, I have actually added the menu sprite as well. Let me just look for it. Here it is, the option menu here, and let's just click on preserve aspect, and then unfortunately I don't actually have the assets for the buttons and sliders just yet. I'll try to make them and we'll add it later on, but for now let's just make the logic and make a basic UI, and let's just increase this to about 650 to 650, or perhaps a little bit more, 1000 to 1000. Yeah, I think this should be it. Yeah, that's good. And here let's just rename this to menu. Right click here, let's just create a button, UI button. Alright, and let's just have it placed here, and let's just have it take this space here. Alright, save that, and let's just color it a little bit like this, but a little bit lighter, a little bit reminiscent of how it is in the game. And let's just see if we have some sprites we can use. Nope, I don't. Alright, no worries. Let's just style it a little bit so we can just have it a little bit rounded if we want. Let's rename this to back to game. So back to game. Open this, and here we can have it as enabled. Let's just have it as 150. Is a little bit too much. I think this should be good. Let's just have it set to green, just like in the original game. And yeah, I just have it this green. We can change the font if you want. Let's just use a random font for now. Let's use this one. This looks good, and I just write back to game here. Back to game, and let's just take auto size. So this should be good. Yeah, it's good. And let's just add a small outline if you want. Where is the outline here? Okay. Okay, I think it's not available for this one. Okay, never mind. We'll add the outline later on when I actually make these sprites for it. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's good. And then we also want to duplicate this and have it for the main menu as well, and as well as the restart game. Alright, both of these should technically be a little bit smaller to fit in here, and let's just have it here, place this here like so. Good. And now let's make this a little bit smaller as well, like that. This one is main menu, and then this one is restart level. Alright, and then I just have this a little bit up, like so, and here. This looks about good. And now let's just let's just have the sliders. So we'll have two sliders, one for the music and one for the actual sound effects that we have. Let's just create an empty, call this volume slider. Alright, and let's just make this as this length, put it a little bit up here. Alright, make it a little bit longer, like so, and then here let's just add a UI, a Text Mesh Pro component, call this music. Okay, let's just pin it here, and you can take all of this, and this should be here. Alright, so now this can be stopped here. Let's rename this to label, then right click UI, and in here let's just let's just choose slider, and let's just have it put all the way here, all the angles, and then just resize it to fit properly. And under this slider, let me see if I get to modify the actual handle, if I have a good sprite that we can use. Okay, I don't have a sprite. Let's just use a walnut for now. And like that, a little bit bigger. And then for the actual fill area here, we can actually just use one of these colors. No, that's the fill area. Okay, so for the fill area we'll use this color, and for the background we can use this color. Let's see how it looks. I'll just have it as here. Okay, maybe it's not that good. For the fill area, let's just use this one, this color. It's brighter, and I think that looks good. We can make this one a little bit bigger if we want. I think now this looks a little bit better. Alright, and let's just reset this back to 0, and let's just duplicate. Actually, let's not duplicate that. Let's just go to prefabs and make this a prefab, and now let's just duplicate it, and this should be here with some spacing. I think this looks good. Let's rename the first one to music. Let's rename the second one to sound effects, and let's just also rename it here, so sound effects. And okay, let's just move it on the Y here. Alright, or we can just use this here. Yeah, just put it here, save that, and let's just ensure that this is not here. This is here. Perfect. And then I just also make sure that this is set to overflow. Yeah, okay, it is set to overflow. Okay, good. We can just have it like so. And let's just also modify the actual colors of this. Okay, good. This looks great. And we can also modify the font if you want. Let's just put it bold, and let's just have this font, for instance. Now it looks better. And for this one, we can just have it expand a little bit more, like so. Good. I think that looks great. Yeah, we'll just have it like that, and here, save. Now this looks good. So now we can focus on actually making the how it's called, yeah, making the actual script for it. And yeah, so let's just create a new script. Let's just call this volume slider, volume, or let's just call it volume control. All right, and open it in Visual Studio. So the volume control will be exclusively for these two, and then we'll have another script for the actual menu, which will handle the buttons as well. But for now, let's just focus on this one. So this is Visual Studio, open it, and here let's just go up here and using Unity Engine .ui. All right, and here let's just serialize field, and let's just have a slider. Let's just call it volume slider, and here let's just also have a public enum, call it volume type, and let's just have it as game music or sound effects. Yeah, and here we'll have a serialized field of a list of volume type, and let's just call it volume controllables. All right, controllables. And if you're getting this error, we need to implement the systems.collections as well, this one, and save that. And here let's just do a public void on volume change. Okay, so this takes in a float, call it volume. What we'll do is we can just have it here, so a public static delegate void, or not static here, sorry, so public delegate void on volume change, and let's just have a float here, volume, and not just a float, but also we need to pass in the actual volume type. Actually, let's just pass in a list of volume type, and let's just call this affected, and then public static volume control, sorry, public static on volume change, on volume changed. Save that, and here let's just invoke this volume and controllables here, and that's it. And now that what we have to do is quite simple actually, is let's just have a script. Let's just create another script, come back into Unity, right click, create, call this volume, or like just call it audio source volume controller, and open that in Visual Studio. And right in here, let's just have another serialized field, call it audio source, this audio source, and then another serialized field, audio type. Alright, so void awake. Here we'll check if this audio source is null. If it is null, we'll just assign it audio source, and let's just ensure that there is always an audio source in here. So we'll come here and do require type of audio source, and now let's just do a public void on on volume change, on volume changed, a float volume, and then on destroy. Alright, and let's just go into the awake and listen to all those events. So we'll do audio manage was volume control dot on volume changed plus equals to on volume changed. Alright, copy that, and then let's just unsubscribe here, and here let's just also add the list of audio type. We forgot about this, and then just call it affected. It should be good. Is it audio type? Ooh. Okay, wait, let's just open volume control in audio type. Let's come here and let's just add a namespace here. So namespace, let's just have any name here. You can technically put your name if you want here, that doesn't really matter. What does matter, however, is using static redstone event. Oh, not that, sorry. Let's just also have this one as well in this same namespace. The reason I'm actually putting it in this namespace is because apparently audio type is also available in another in Unity Engine audio types. Alright, so I'll put this one as well in the namespace, and here we'll do using audio type equals to, we'll do redstone event dot volume type. Oh, okay, so its name is volume type. Okay, sorry. Alright, sorry, I forgot about that. Okay, then if that's the case, we can just use volume type here instead of audio type. You could just ignore the namespace if you want. I thought I accidentally overwritten the other one, but no, it was volume type. So let's just rename this here as well as volume type. And in here, what we'll do is we'll do this audio source dot volume equals to volume. Alright, but before that, we'll have to check if we are actually affected. So we'll do affected that contains audio type. If it doesn't contain it, we'll just return. And let's just head back to Unity. And now let's just ensure that this works. So let's just do for the music for now. Alright, here let's just open prefabs, open volume slider. Alright, and in here let's just add the volume control, and we'll link this slider. Alright, and then head back to the main scene, and in here let's just select music, Here we'll have game music, and here we'll have sound effects. Alright, and let's just hit play. Oh wait, before hitting play, we need to do something else. Background music. Here let's just add the audio source volume control. This is the game music, and then just assign this audio source here. And now let's just play. And hopefully, yeah, sorry, I actually forgot something. Let's open this, and in slider, click on plus, and drag volume slider here, and let's just do volume control on volume change. Alright, that's it. Great. And there was another way of doing it. You could actually come here in volume control. Okay, you could use volume slider, and then also do void awake volume slider dot on, so on value changed, and then you could just do plus equals to on volume change here. That's also technically possible. Let's add listener. Here you could also just do this, and then on destroy just remove the listener, or you could just do the way I just did. Both method works, but before we actually test it out, I want to do something else. Let's just come here and do a serialized field, and let's just call this a string ref name. Let's just ref name, and delete this. We'll do volume slider dot value equals to player prefs dot get float ref name, and in case we don't have one, we'll just have it as a default value of 1. And let's just copy this, and here let's just have volume. Instead of get, we'll use set, and yeah, that's it. So now it's setting the volume slider, and just to ensure that we are actually setting everything, we can just do on volume change. So here, and this is volume slider dot value. Alright, now let's just test it out. So this will ensure that the state is actually consistent. So like if we set it to 1 today, and then tomorrow we play, it's still going to be 1. And let's just ensure that background music has everything set up, music slider has everything set up, music as well. Pref name, let's just call this game music, and for the sound effects, let's just call this sound effects, and save that and hit play. And now as you can see, both is set to 1, because that's how, because we actually didn't set any value. That's the first time you're playing. And yeah, now let's just try decreasing this. As you can see, here it's muted, no sounds, and here it's actually louder. This works, and the sound effects as well will work. We just have to link it. Okay, so now let's just hit pause, save everything, and now let's just open the plant object. As you can see, we've got another audio source here, and here we can also do volume control audio source here, and let's just drag and drop itself and just have it as sound effects. Copy this, open the zombie prefab and paste it here, paste as new, sound effects. Now this is all working and all, however we will actually have a small issue. Alright, so the small issue here is that if, let's say, all the zombies were already spawned, then it would work perfectly, just like we saw with the music. However, given that we are actually spawning it at runtime, it is not being updated, so the actual volume is not being updated as it should. And the way we can do this is actually quite simple. Let's just so let's just do a public static. Alright, let's just do a public static. Let's just have a dictionary here of volume type, or maybe of volume type to float okay, the volume, and let's just call it volume dB, or I just have it as a volume control, sorry. Alright, volume manager or something, volume dB, here. Good. And what we are going to do is double click on that, void awake. We'll do if this equals to default. We'll just have a new, so we just initialize this. Alright. Actually let's just do it in a different way. Instead of keeping track of a audio source, let's just open the volume sound controller, have a serialized field as bool, and just call it trigger event on start. Alright, and here let's just do a public delegate void request volume. Okay, so here we'll just add the audio source volume controller. Okay, and a volume type, let's just have it as volume type, and then here, alright, so request volume. Okay, save that, and then here void start public static, actually make it static. Yeah, if we say trigger event and start, we'll just trigger this event, so that invoke. Okay, and that invoke will pass in this, and then we pass in audio type. Okay, and then head back to volume control, void awake. We'll do audio source volume control dot request volume. Okay, plus equals to on volume requested. Copy this, or we don't need, but we can just extract the method. Yeah, let's just do generate method, copy that, and then don't forget on destroy. And here we can just minus equals to that, so unsubscribe to it. Here let's just do if control labels dot contains if controllable that contains volume type, then return, and don't forget to add a nut here. And here we'll do just source dot, we can just do on volume change here, on volume change. Let's just create another method. Yeah, and in here, yeah, on volume changed, let's just remove that. Alright, and then let's just remove this. Alright, and let's just go back to volume control, on volume change, and then we'll just return volume slider dot value, and that's it. And now let's just head back to Unity, and here let's trigger this sound effects and plant object, same thing, and let's just hit play and see. Let's just take these two, let's rock. So let's just pause this. So as you can see, this is the default volume 0.126. so if I spawn this, alright, and if I check the actual volume of this thing, it should technically be 1, because this no, sorry, not 1, but it should be the same as this one, so slider 0.552 something. So let's just click on that, and let's just go and see. As you can see, the volume was changed. And now if I go back to the game and then change the volume here, as you can see, it changes, and so does the music. Good. Now that this has been set, let's just make the script for this menu, and yeah, that's it. So let's just go back to the script. Let's just create a menu manager and open that up in Visual Studio, and in here we'll do public, not public but serialized field, game object, call this menu object, public in we already have a scene manager, so that's good. We'll do public void fixed update. Here we'll do if input dot get key up. So if we get key up, then we do keycode dot escape, and then we want to actually show the trigger the menu change. So void trigger menu. Alright, here we'll do menu object that set active, menu object dot is wait, I just have a boolean here, public bool is menu. Alright, I'll just do that, is equal to is menu, like so. Like that, and let's just have it here, so trigger menu, and save that. And here let's do time dot delta time equals to is menu. If is menu, then we want it to be 0, else we want it to be 1. Time scale, sorry, time scale. And then here let's just create some public void restart game, restart game, public void main menu. Alright, I do think we have a scene switcher here, game scene index. Just go to game. So let's just create another index here. Let's just call it the main menu index. This should technically be set to 0. Alright, let's just also have it as a public static scene switcher. Public static scene switcher instance, and copy that. So void away instance goes to this, and let's just also duplicate this. Instead of going to the game, we just go to main, go to main menu, and here it's not a game index, it's main menu index. Save that, go back to menu manager, and restart game. We'll do scene switcher dot go to game, that instance dot go to game. Alright, copy that. Main menu is go to main, and then head back to Unity. Here let's just have a main menu manager. Save that. Let's just have the menu manager here, also the scene switcher here. Good. And wait timer, let's just have it as 1 here, because we don't need this much wait time. And here let's just do drag and drop this here. Let's just close this and restart game, add main menu manager, scene switcher. So this one is restart game, so we'll do restart game, main menu, same thing. So drag and drop main menu manager here, and let's just do main menu, save that, and then let's just modify one small thing here. Let's just add public here and save that. Head back to Unity again, and here let's just modify the back to game. Click that again. Here main menu manager, we'll do scene switcher, not scene switcher, the menu manager. We just do trigger menu, or for safety let me just duplicate that boolean here, value. Alright, and then here we'll do trigger menu, copy that, paste it here. Here we'll do value instead. Alright, and let's just head back to Unity. So this way I can actually make back to game only set it back to the game. So this can help us avoid unnecessary complications down the line. If for instance there's one bug that it may happen where, you know, when you click it, it just triggers it back to true or something, which is rare, but it might happen. Okay, save that. So back to trigger menu, false, and hit play. Let's just take our plants. Okay, so that's not working. Oh yeah, sorry. Very important thing. This is void update, not fixed update, as I said. That's very important. Okay, and now let's just play again and hit. Ooh, why that's not working? Okay, it should technically work. Let's just go back to here, public void update. Get key down, and let's just put it as true. Oh, okay, so let's just remove this and that. Let's just have it here. Escape. Good. I think this should solve it. Yeah, good. As you can see, now it works. And as you can see now, it stops the game. Alright, but we still can control everything. As you can see, this works. And let's just make sure that these are updating as well. So as you can see, that's also updating perfectly fine. And if we want to restart the level, we actually need to uncheck that. So restarting level, before that we'll just do this, trigger false. Alright, so we don't actually accidentally want to just freeze the game or something. Now let's just test it out, save that. Alright, so I've taken these two, and now I want to restart the game. Good. Yeah, it takes a moment. Let's just have it as instant, because this can make some confusion. So wait time is equal to 0. Play. So let's rock. Now let's restart the game. As you can see, we restarted. That works. Back to the game. It works. Main menu. It works. Great. So this is the end of today's episode, guys. Again, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you have not already, and if you've got any suggestions, comments, questions, or anything that you want to add, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.